My name is Zenobia Gottschalk, and I run communications for Hedera. And my co-host today is Cooper Coons, who is our developer evangelist and the technical lead for this hackathon. We are also joined today by Dr. Lehman Baird, who is the co-founder and chief scientist at Hedera. So gentlemen, thank you. We've got an exciting lineup ahead. I know we are going to walk through some of the challenge sponsors and those winners, and then we are going to save the best for last, and Lehman will go through the grand prize winners. So Lehman, I'll pass it over to you.
Okay, thanks. This has been amazing. So, you know, we rolled out HTS and there was a huge response of excitement about HTS, the Hedera Tokenization service, where you can take things in the real world, you can tokenize them, which is giving its value on the ledger, transferring it, being able to subdivide it, being able to do all the control things that you want. You can create one that's KYC'd or not KYC'd, that has administrative powers or doesn't have administrative powers, all that stuff. Huge response to that. From developers that want to build on it, from communities, we've seen an enormous response. And then we had this hackathon. And the hackathon response has blown me away. It is amazing what you guys have done. And I think that part of it is just apparently there was a lot of excitement about being able to tokenize, not just in a smart contract, but right down at the native layer with native speed and native power. Apparently there's a lot of interest in that. And then what you guys created is amazing. And if you can go to the next slide, I think it has some numbers. We had 632 people register for this hackathon. Huge amount of interest, which represents 72 different countries. I love when we have these things and we see everybody, you know, from around the world. It isn't just in one small region. It's every continent. It's every geographical region. I love that. And then we had 54 projects submitted. That's a lot. And they had a month to work on it. It was really a big project, and 54 of these were submitted. And, you know, I always say these are great, but these were great. In an objective sense, you know, we've had really good projects in all of our previous hackathons. I think these were even better. I think we were objectively better this time even than in the past. And that's a very high bar to surpass, an H bar. This is, was so good that every single sponsor, we have lots of sponsors, and they were each going to give a prize for some area. Each of our sponsors said, I can't give a prize, I need to give more. And each of them decided to spend more money and give 3 prizes rather than 1, because they just were blown away by how good these projects were. So we should do this. I want to thank you, Lena, for emceeing this and heading up the hackathon and running everything, keeping everything on schedule. It really went smoothly, very smooth hackathon with these huge numbers of peoples and projects. And Cooper, developer evangelist, I want to thank you for what you've been doing as the technical lead on this hackathon. And then of course, our mentorship teams. So I just want to thank everybody for the great work that you have done. Cooper, let us know what's going on.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lehman. I couldn't agree more. Incredibly impressed with the quality and depth and diversity of projects that we got throughout the hackathon. For those that are tuning in and also doing tokenization of either digital or physical assets. So this is the overall challenge, and we will be giving away 3 prizes for the best projects that were submitted. So the first place prize is $20,000 US. The second place prize is $10,000 US. Third place will be taking home $5,000 US. And we actually had a really exciting community vote this year for the first time, hoping to give back a little control or ownership or involvement to all of our active supporters out there. So we were really impressed by the amount of participation we saw there. But this is actually just a little bit of a tease. So I think we're going to be going through all of our sponsor challenges first. And then we'll kick it back to Lehman at the end to announce the overall hackathon winners. So up first, I believe that we have Noah Buxton, who is the director of Armanino's blockchain practice. Armanino has a very deep experience in the blockchain and distributed ledger industry. And they were awarding $3,000 US in gift cards and other prizes to the best project that uses the Hedera token service to either wrap tokens or provide some sort of interoperability with other blockchain or networks. So let's hear from Noah now and find out who won the Armanino Prize.
Hi, I'm Noah Buxton, a managing director at Armanino LLP. We are a top 25 public accounting firm based in the US, but also serving clients nationally and globally. I have with me today Clayton Lowry, one of my associates, and we're here to do a couple things. Obviously, we want to announce a winner of our hack in the Hedera21 Hackathon, which we're really excited about, and we're very excited to be a sponsor this year. This is our second year running, and the change from last year in the number of participants and the quality of the hacks and how much effort has been put in is really neat to see that change moving in the right direction. So let's tell you just briefly about Armanino and what we do. Again, we're a top 25 public accounting firm. We're also a firm that has a deep focus in digital assets. So we have a team of subject matter experts that does nothing but crypto and digital assets all day, every day. And we do that in two ways. We provide traditional accounting services with a digital asset flavor, large exchanges and financial statement audits, supporting token issuers and projects, and many other things. We also build new tools for the industry. And one of the ways we've worked with Hedera in the past, since actually 2019, has been to host a full archival mirror node on mainnet and provide a free, open, and unthrottled API for the Hedera ecosystem. We're really proud of that. We know some of the users in the hack actually used the mirror node in their hack as they were hacking on the HTS. So I've also got, again, Clayton with me. I want him to explain our challenge, and then I'll take it back and announce the winner.
Thanks, Noah. Yeah, our challenge was to leverage the Hedera token service and create an application that could wrap other assets on other chains and bring them into Hedera. And why we think this is important, I think it's very timely right now, as we've seen gas rise on Ethereum and the demand for DeFi and NFTs has honestly become too big for Ethereum. A lot of these assets, like Ethereum has all of the liquidity and these assets are searching for other homes for people to use. And it's incredibly important to have the bridges to other blockchains and distributed ledger technology for use of these assets in various applications. I look at it, it's a cool analogy for this to me is like, we've got our first city that's become overcrowded, and we've got all these other cities, like Hedera's one, but we have only like a few brave souls have made it there, and it's kind of a treacherous path. And so we need the roads and bridges and infrastructure to get people from city to city. And so we think interoperability and wrapped tokens is an extremely important problem facing the industry. And so we wanted our challenge to focus on the industry problem from a broad perspective, and also something that's very important for Hedera, because we think stablecoins and large liquid assets are important for any of these growing smart contract technologies. And so we were excited to sponsor this challenge and offer that as what we wanted a developer to achieve. Noah?
Honest truth, that was the first time I heard Clayton use that analogy, and I really like it. It really resonates. So our winner, big announcement, is Dodekane. So we're looking forward to learning his real name or her real name, but a pseudonymous developer did a fantastic job on the Hedera wallet and interoperability service. Basically, in that hack, as part of the wallet service, Dodekane created Bridge, which we found really compelling. I think, for a number of reasons. Number one, there was you could tell a real focus on the user experience. And so, as Clayton says, the roads and the bridges that are being built between blockchains, the first step or the first on-ramp in a way has to be very usable. It has to be user-friendly. Of course, once you're into different ecosystems, you can see development of things that we're seeing in DeFi now that are a little bit more obscure, a little bit harder to get access to, for lending, saving, those sort of use cases. But that initial on-ramp has to be really good in terms of user experience and user interface. And we really saw that in this hack. I thought that was really, really well done. We loved being able to test it on mainnet, or on, excuse me, on testnet for Ethereum, and also on Hedera testnet, and actually watched that we could wrap a token. So we're really impressed by the hack. I think it was really squarely targeted at our challenge, and also did a very, very good job addressing the challenge. So looking forward to hopefully working with Dodecade a little bit to go from testnet to mainnet and see where this could take us. Want to give a quick thanks here at the end to Hedera, of course, for creating this ecosystem, and also partnering with our firm. It's been a wonderful working relationship, and we're just happy to continue to support the ecosystem in any way that we can. Good job, hackers.
Thanks, Hedera, and congrats, Dad. See everybody.
Well, congratulations to the Hedera browser extension and companion app. As Noah and the Armanino team said, gas fees are ridiculous on other networks right now. Interoperability is a really tough problem that we're excited to see people solving. And this was a wonderful application. If you haven't checked it out on DevPost, I would go take a look. And really cool to see, pseudonymous or anonymous developers participating in our ecosystem and community. So shout out to Dodecade for winning the Armanino challenge. Up next, we'll hear from Jeff, the head of consulting at BCW, as well as Scott Thiel, partner at DLA Piper, who sponsored the Enhancing Tokenization Functionality Challenge. They were really looking for teams that can enhance how you can take real-world assets and tokenize them with the new Hedera token service that can create new types of business models or revenue streams for not only DLA Piper and BCW, but also their future clients' business. So the first place prize for the DLA Piper and BCW challenge was $5,000 worth of HBAR, as well as the opportunity to join a real world development team that is actively working on an enterprise use case with the Hedera token service. So a really, really cool potential job opportunity there as well. The second place prize will be $2,000 worth of HBAR, and again, an opportunity to join a real world team building on HTS. So really, really excited to see who is going to be taking home the Enhancing Tokenization Challenge. And we will go to Jeff and Scott now to announce their winner.
Hi, and welcome back to the Hedera21 Hackathon. Scott Thiel here from DLA Piper, and also joined by Jeff Chewy from BCW. So we're here today to announce the winner of the Enhancing Tokenization Functionality Challenge that we threw out. Super exciting for us to have gone out to market, see what's come back, and we were thrilled to receive in excess of 30 different applications and use cases that have been built over the last few weeks. So I guess, what were we looking for? We've been in the process of, developing tokenization as an asset class, as a solution with our Toco engine that's being developed as part of the DLA Piper business. What we were looking for from our perspective was developers who could look to enhance that, bring additional functionality, different options. How could we actually make this an industry product that was going to bring value both to issuers and owners of assets as well as potential investors? Jeff, what about you? What were you looking for?
Yeah, I think it was really important for the candidates to really understand the whole Hedera stack. From a lot of the candidates, we saw a practical application of the technology with HCS, HTS, and then really looking forward to how you actually tie it all together. That's really what we were looking for.
Great. Okay, well, without further ado, very pleased to announce that the winner of the Enhancing Tokenization Functionality Challenge is Assetto, who built a really interesting looking use case involving a full end-to-end digitization, creation of digital assets, and the management of those assets as well. I was particularly impressed from my perspective around some of the built-in compliance and also the cross-chain swap functionality. That was something we've actually been thinking about trying to achieve, particularly between Ethereum and Hedera and other chains as well. So I was really excited to see that. Jeff, what about you on that one?
Yeah, I think the perspective and really the understanding of what the problem statements were in the market that we're dealing with here Another thing in DLA Piper, we also engaged a lot with different asset classes, the complexities around them, market regulations, et cetera. So like Scott said, having the compliance built in, having the modularity, the functionality right there, going back to what I said earlier, the practical application of HTS into the solution, it was really, really good. And the look and feel was pretty slick. So overall, really good submission and congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to Assetto and their team. They're really looking forward to having further collaborations with them. So that isn't quite the end, because we were so enthused by not only the quantity, but also the quality of the applications. And as part of the judging panel, we had a long, hard debate about which projects to award to. And what we've decided to do is actually award a second prize as well. I'm pleased to announce that Unibar is going to be receiving a second prize and recognition as a project that really felt brought a lot of value. So it was a DeFi solution that I think looks to solve one of the problems that we're seeing across the market at the moment, which is accessibility. How does DeFi get made easy? How does it become accessible? And the one-sided liquidity pool, I can't pretend I know or understand it in entirety, but it definitely sounds like a problem that a lot of our clients are struggling with, and potentially part of the solution. So I was super excited that we're in a position to offer Unibar a second prize here. Anything from you on that one, Jeff?
Yeah, no, the problem statement and how it was defined, the execution was really good. Unfortunately, not everyone could be number one, but it was definitely a really good submission. Looking forward to seeing great things from the team.
Great. So look, thank you to all those who participated. There were some really interesting and high quality submissions, and particularly to our winners, Assetto and Unibar. Look forward to next steps with both of you. Thank you.
Congrats.
Awesome. Well, huge congratulations to the first place winner of BCW and DLA Piper's Challenge, Assetto. Being able to issue tokens for physical and digital assets and having all those kind of, baked in compliance features or auditing capabilities or all these different types of additional services that you might need to take those assets and offer them as a service. And especially coming from DLA Piper, one of the largest law firms in the world, really excited to see them taking advantage of all the compliance features that the Hedera token service offers. And also a huge congratulations to the Unibar project. I thought that was really, really interesting and a different approach to how you can tackle some of those challenges as well. But highly recommend checking out both of these projects on DevPost. I saw a comment in the chat asking for demos of these. So if you click the link to DevPost, there are demo links available for most of these projects. So thank you so much to DLA Piper and BCW, fantastic partners, a fantastic council member, and we really look forward to ways that these teams can help them and their enterprise users enhance tokenization. Up next, we'll hear from Chef Feng, the Chief Product Officer at BitGo. BitGo will be awarding the top 2 or 3 teams that have the best usage of BitGo's open source software or contribute back to their open source software, whether that's documentation, adding support for new types of Hedera assets, or different integrations with the Hedera network. For their first place prize, they'll be giving away $2,500 US dollars, as well as some cool BitGo swag and a perhaps invaluable virtual lunch with Mike, their co-founder and CEO, and Chen, the Chief Product Officer at BitGo. They'll also be awarding a second place prize, which is $500 US dollars swag, and again, a virtual lunch with their executive team. As one of the leading digital asset custodians and companies providing infrastructure in the space, I would be, personally more excited about that lunch than I would be about the prize. So I think it's really cool that they're offering that as well. So let's kick it over to Chen, and we will find out who won the BitGo challenge.
Hello, this is Chen from BitGo. First things first, thank you, Hedera, for hosting this amazing hackathon. And thank you to all the teams that participated. BitGo and Hedera are partners beyond this hackathon. Our multi-signature wallet technology supports HBAR, and some of this HBAR is being awarded to the winners today. BitGo is the leader in digital asset financial services. providing institutional investors with liquidity, custody, and security solutions. Institutions have trusted BitGo for their digital asset needs since 2013. Today, our wallets power 20% of all on-chain Bitcoin transactions by value for more than 400 institutions around the world, and we support over 400 coins and tokens. Before we announce the winners today, here's a recap of the BitGo challenge. 1, the best use of BitGo's open source account library. 2, projects that are able to extend this account library to support HTS tokens and transactions using HCS. And 3, best contributions to BitGo's open source account library's documentation on GitHub. All right. For the second place winner, My Habits Wallet. It was a great application of the BitGo APIs, and the concept behind the contract deployment, very innovative. In terms of the prize, $500 worth of HBAR, BitGo swag, and a virtual lunch with Mike Belshi, who is BitGo CEO, and myself. For the first place prize, Hedera Wallet Browser Extension and Companion Web. These browser extensions are very important to lowering the barrier to entry. Great for the ecosystem. The ETH to Hedera bridge is awesome, and we appreciate the contributions to our open source library. In terms of the prize, $2,500 worth of HBAR from Hedera, BitGo swag, and of course that virtual lunch with Mike and myself. We'd like to thank all the teams that participated, and a huge congratulations to the winners. Thank you so much.
Well, congratulations to the My Habits Wallet team for taking second place in the BitGo challenge. I thought it was a really interesting example of how we can, use incentives and different types of tokenization to try to establish good habits, which is, really important these days. And leveraging BitGo as a custodian to make that user experience, seamless and painless as possible is really important for, getting adoption and people to use those technologies. And a huge congratulations again to Dogecoin and their Hedera browser extension and companion app, taking home another prize after winning the Armanino challenge. They had a wonderful contribution to the BitGo open source SDK, allowing it to actually start to use all the various types of assets and tokens that are created with the new Hedera token service. So really, really excited about that project, our integrations and partnerships with BitGo, and excited to see where BitGo can play a role in, custodians or supporting those bridges and those ecosystems to other ledgers. So huge congratulations to the winners of the BitGo challenge. And hopefully you have a good time chatting with Mike and Chen over there on their team. Up next, we'll hear from a familiar face in the community, Rob Allen, the entrepreneur in residence at FPOS Australia. FPOS is looking for the best Hedera token service supported browser extension, kind of like a MetaMask for Ethereum or you see in other ecosystems. FPOS will be giving away 3 prizes. So the first place prize will be receiving $5,000 as well as business and technical mentorship from the FPOS team and likely from Rob himself. The second place prize will again be business and technical mentorship, and the third place team will also have that opportunity as well. And similarly to BitGo, these are people that have deep experience in the industry. That advice and those types of mentorships are really, really invaluable. It's a wonderful opportunity to learn about your business and how you can support the ecosystem. So with that being said, we'll kick it over to Rob and find out who won the FPOS challenge for the best Hedera token service based browser extension.
Hi everyone, I'm Rob Allen, the entrepreneur in residence at FPOS Australia, and I'm delighted to be here to announce the winner of our challenge at the Hedera21 Hackathon. FPOS is Australia's national debit card payments network, and as part of our digital strategy, we have expanded into areas of e-commerce, digital identity, payments wallets, and are now collaborating with the fintech ecosystem here to provide access to our low-cost, real-time payments infrastructure. After running a pilot with Hedera last year that focused on building micropayments capability to support our digital strategy, we were invited to join the Hedera Governing Council and are very excited about what this council of world-class companies can do together. During our micropayments pilot, we built a stablecoin token capability and recognized that we would have benefited from browser extensions that would support tokens, similar to what Ethereum has in MetaMask. We therefore chose to sponsor a challenge in the Hedera21 Hackathon to see what the developer community could come up with, and we haven't been disappointed. So the challenge was to create the best browser extension for use with the Hedera token service. The prizes for this challenge are $5,000 for the winner, and for the top 3 projects, business and technical mentorship by members of my innovation team. There were 10 excellent projects submitted, and I congratulate all of them on very high quality. We judged the entries on 3 criteria: technical execution, a good fit to the challenge criteria, and a compelling and slick user experience. A few projects were entered in many challenges across the hackathon, and most had excellent use cases. And I'm very excited to see how they've done in those. Notable amongst these were Smart Tickets, Hedera Donut, Gossip Squirrel, and the Hex Exchange. But there were 3 projects who presented solutions that were very close to what we were looking for. Very slick use of HTS as a browser extension, excellent technical execution, and great user experience. All these projects get business and technical mentoring from me and my innovation team. And these are Hashmask from Pablo and Christian, Dogecane's wallet browser extension, and Ivy from Nathan James. And for the $5,000 first place money prize, it was a very tough call to choose between these 3 excellent projects. But there can only be one winner. And this is Nathan James with Ivy. We particularly like the integration of Ivy into my HBAR wallet. So congratulations, Nathan. And finally, I'd like to thank everyone again for submitting your projects into the FPOS challenge, for participating in the hackathon overall, but most of all for the time, effort, and creativity that you have brought to build on Hedera Token Service. Thank you all.
Well, big shout out to Rob from FPOS, a wonderful member of our community and now a member of the Hedera Governing Council. Couldn't have been more excited for them to sponsor this challenge. And huge congratulations to Ivy for taking home the first place $5,000 prize. And big congratulations to the browser extension and Hedera companion app, as well as Hashmask for taking home 2nd and 3rd place prizes. You'll be receiving opportunities that are very, very hard to come by in this industry with industry leaders and experts like Rob himself and other members of his innovation team. So we're really excited about browser extensions coming to Hedera, supporting different types of applications and services, and making it really easy to use your Hedera accounts, whether you're using it for HBAR or different types of assets that are issued on the Hedera token service. So thank you again to FPOS for sponsoring this awesome challenge. Up next, I believe we have the Financial Services Reimagined Challenge from Google Cloud. They were looking for the best project that demonstrates a financial services scenario that uses the Hedera token service and a broad range of existing Google Cloud products or solutions. They'll be giving away actually a top 3 prizes. So the first place prize is $5,000 US, as well as $5,000 worth of Google Cloud Platform credits. Second place will be $2,000 US and $3,000 US in Google Cloud credits. Third place will be taking home $1,000 US and $1,500 in Google Cloud credits. There's so many different ways that you could use the Hedera token service and Hedera alongside the amazing set of products that Google Cloud has available. So I'm really excited to kick this over to Artiona and Simon from Google Cloud, and we can find out who is going to be taking home their prizes today.
Hello, everyone. 3 weeks back, we announced our Google Cloud FSI Reimagined Challenge, looking for the best project demonstrating a financial services scenario, leveraging the Hedera token service and a broad range of Google Cloud products and services. Today, we're thrilled to share with you our favorite projects. Since inception, Hedera has ensured their network stability and reliability by leveraging the GCP Premium Network tier and overall platform performance. We at Google Cloud are excited to be working with such a visionary team and look forward to seeing what we can accomplish together. Some of the other crucial engagements include Google Cloud running and operating a Hedera Council node as part of our participation on the Hedera Governing Council, as well as enabling a click-to-deploy Hedera Mirror node on the Google Cloud Marketplace. And we look forward to many other engagements with Hedera as well.
We had no doubt there'd be plenty of creative ideas coming out of this hackathon. That's why today we're announcing 3 winners, not just one. With Google Cloud as the backbone for global financial institutions, we were looking for ideas that would trigger that 10x thinking and mindset amongst our customers, ideas that would help proliferate the enterprise-grade DLT adoption. So without any further ado, I'm very glad to share the first prize, aka the 5,000 in US dollars plus 5,000 in US dollars in GCP credits, goes to the All Over Chain project. Hey man, very well done and nice reward for that solo lonely hacking, we hope. So financial institutions will always find evolution rather than revolution quite compelling. So it was really great to see you've put solid thoughts into how some of the existing permission technologies could become interoperable with Hedera's public network, opening up perhaps new scenarios for retail customers. So keep on building on GCP.
Congratulations to the All Over Chain team. The runner-up second place goes to Estate Up with $2,000 in USD and $3,000 in GCP credits. Estate Up proposes a Hedera-powered digital will solution, quite innovative for a rather antiquated industry. We were impressed with the 5-day progress that Andrew was able to make. Congratulations, Andrew. The third place goes to Gossip Squirrel with $1,000 in USD and $1,500 in GCP credits. The project aims at tokenizing SaaS memberships and opens those up for free trade on marketplaces. A nice extension to Chrome. We also believe interesting implications can unfold on a B2B level here and would love for Kent to keep exploring those in combination with Google Cloud Services. Congrats again to both winners.
So wrapping up, thanks to everyone who submitted their projects to the Google Cloud Sponsored Challenge. We can only encourage you to keep on building on GCP and reach out to show us cool stuff that matters. Thank you.
Well, awesome. We couldn't have been more excited to have Google's participation in this hackathon. Their ability to help the enterprise financial institution industry and even those small teams that just want to leverage Google Cloud technologies is incredible, and we're really appreciative for all their support. Huge congratulations to Jamie for building AO Chain V2 or All Over Chain V2. It's a really cool integration with Corda and other kind of private networks and banking services that leverages Google Cloud. So I would keep an eye out for that one. And a huge congratulations to Estate Up and Gossip Squirrel as well for taking home second and third place prizes. Really, really unique projects in their own right, very different. And, you know, we love to see the kind of diversity of things that you can build with Hedera and Google Cloud. So thank you again to all the participants for their challenge, and thank you, Google, for all of your support. Up next, I believe that we'll hear from Juan, the Center Administrator for the University College of London Center for Blockchain Technologies. UCL was looking for the best tokenization protocol that enables both physical and digital assets, whether you want to tokenize the art that's sitting at your house or you have a piece of digital art. UCL is really, really interested in ways that you can create, you know, a cohesive protocol that can do all the different types of tokenization that you might want to do. So this was a really, really cool and unique challenge. The winner for the UCL challenge will be receiving $5,000 US. you'll actually get a lifetime membership to their Center for Blockchain Technologies program, which is a world-class program with expert speakers, lots of resources. They'll give you support and help further develop the application. They have a number of researchers from everything from crypto economics to cybersecurity and cryptography. They also have a great network and ability to help you present your idea or your project at different blockchain conferences. And they have an extensive venture capital network. So if this is something that they would love to see continue to develop, it sounds like UCL is going to help you try to find some fundraising so that you can do just that. So really, really excited about this, and we'll kick it over to Juan to hear who won the UCL challenge.
Hi, everyone. My name is Juan Ignacio Ibanez, and I am the Center Administrator at UCL CBT. UCL CBT is the Center for Blockchain Technologies of the University College London, or UCL. UCL is consistently placed in university rankings as one of the top universities in the world. Its alumni, current and former staff have produced 30 Nobel Prize laureates. One of the areas of expertise of UCL is computer science in general and distributed ledger technology in particular, with postgraduate degrees in computational finance, financial technology, emerging digital technologies, financial computing and analytics, AI and finance, and much more. The Center for Blockchain Technologies is both a specialized and an interdisciplinary center with a large community of both research and industry associates conducting state-of-the-art research on distributed ledger technologies. Through the CBT, UCL is part of the Hedera Governing Council. As such, we are super excited to participate in this hackathon since we are a part of this ecosystem and we want to see it thrive. Moreover, we have our own hackathon brand, Blocksprint, which is why we have a team very well suited for this kind of events, to whom I thank for their participation in this. And furthermore, digital assets occupy a primary place in our research. The Hedera Token Service offers a novel approach to digital asset tokenization. With this in mind, UCL CBT provided a challenge for this hackathon, the Tokenization Protocol Challenge. We are looking for the best tokenization protocol, which enables asset-agnostic tokens to be created, customized, and standardized, accommodating non-standard physical and digital assets. We have picked a winner for this challenge. The winner team won after being evaluated for the relevance of the work to a challenge, for the technical execution of their work, and for their degree of innovation. We furthermore assessed whether the team was addressing a genuine problem for which there was a market demand, as well as the realism of their expectations. The winner team has built an end-to-end platform addressing the problem of the wide range of token types and taxonomies. They built a modular technology layer which enables the customizable creation, issuance, trading, and full asset lifecycle management for all sorts of digital assets. With this said, let's announce the winner. The winner is Aceto, the end-to-end digital asset management platform. So congratulations. As winners of a challenge, you have won $5,000, lifetime membership to the UCL CBT industry program, support and help for further development of your application, the chance to present your idea at premier blockchain conferences, introduction to VCs to fund your venture via UCL Capital Partners, 3 vouchers to attend UCL CBT executive programs, and 3 vouchers to attend the P2P Financial Systems International Workshop. Finally, we're also awarding some UCL swag. So once again, congratulations and thank you very much for participating.
All right, thank you, Juan, and congratulations to the Aceto team. That sounds like a great set of not only swag, but opportunities. So very exciting, and we hope you'll be able to take advantage of those. Next up, we are going to hear from the Chopra Foundation, who are the sponsors of this year's Social Good Challenge. It is my pleasure to introduce Punacha Machaya, who is the CEO of the Chopra Foundation, and hear a little bit more about what they were looking for.
I'm excited to announce GoMint Tokenize the Future, the winner of the Social Good category. GoMint makes it very easy for anyone to tokenize any asset. Example, creators can tokenize their content so fans can be invested in a network and incentivized to promote it and boosting the overall adoption of the token service. I would like to congratulate Mark Lombardi, Alex Taylor, and Richard McNamara. And the first prize is $5,000, a private Q&A session with Deepak Chopra, along with support and endorsement of the application from the Chopra Foundation. Once again, we are really excited to announce GoMint, Tokenize the Future, as the winner of the social good category. Congratulations, and look forward to collaborating.
All right. Thank you, Punacha and the team over at the Chopra Foundation, and congratulations, GoMint. I just want to wrap up this portion of the event with a big congratulations to all of our challenge winners. We know that you guys worked hard. It has been exciting to hear a little bit more about what all of you have come up with so far in such a very short amount of time. You all do so much for this community, and we are excited to see what you continue to build. So I will now pass it over to Cooper for the grand prize winner segment of the show.
Yeah, thanks, Zenobia. As Lehman said, we couldn't have been more impressed and surprised with the quality and diversity of projects that were built in just 4 weeks. Some of them were only built in a couple of days, which is just, incredible. Some people had no experience or didn't even know what Hedera was, and now have like a fully featured application or developer tool or protocol and are now part of our community. So really impressed and really happy that everyone participated, and we hope that you continue participating in our community. And thank you to all of our sponsors, as Zenobia said. For the Hedera21 Hackathon, this was the first year we actually have a new category. It is not a sponsored challenge category or from Hedera. It is the community vote. So this is the project that the most people went into DevPost and actually created an account and submitted a vote for. We were really excited to see all the participation and be able to have, those active members of our community have a direct say in which projects they like the most. So we're excited to announce that Toka Bank won the community vote. They're building a different type of cashback platform where you can actually earn different rewards for different types of purchases when you use payments on Hedera or Hedera's token service. So this was the project that received the most community votes on DevPost, and a huge congratulations to them for taking home the community vote prize. I think that is all that I have for the community vote section here. Great work from the Toka Bank team. And I think without any further ado, we'll kick it over to Lehman and he can announce the grand prize winners.
Okay, thank you. So what you've been waiting for, just like we had sponsors that were council members and community members. So we had judges that were council members and community members, and the judges judged these. It was hard because these were so good, but the judges were judging these. They were judging on 3 things: the challenge fit. Does it actually fit with what the challenge is about, the topic? Innovation. Are you doing something new, creative, powerful, something cool? And then technical execution. Did you do a good job of creating that innovative thing? And it was tough, but we have our winners. So we have a 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place. In 3rd place, we have Hex, the Hedera exchange for Chrome browser. I think you've already heard about it. It's the equivalent of a MetaMask. And so it allows you to, in your Chrome browser, manage Hedera tokens. And this is really powerful. So it is very useful to be able to have this ecosystem. I think Rob even mentioned this, that we need to have these sorts of things, building the ecosystem around these tokens. Tokens aren't any good unless you can actually use them. And so this was an exciting thing to have. And they did some things right. Your secrets, your keys or whatever are not stored on a server somewhere that you have to trust. They're all stored locally. They're encrypted with AES. Being able to store things locally within Chrome is very much challenging. They overcame that challenge. And so that is our 3rd place winner. Oh, I thought we had a video or something. My mistake. The 2nd place winner, the 2nd place winner is Estate Up. this is cool. So when there is a will, someone is deceased and they need to have their will carried out, you always have the question, do we know what the will is? Is it hidden in some box somewhere, in a drawer somewhere that we can't even find? And once we do find it, how do we ensure that it actually gets executed correctly? And so what they have is a way of digitizing this and putting this on the ledger so that this is a DLT technology so that it's stored on Hedera so you know that you won't lose it. And the coins themselves, the tokens themselves, you know will be distributed. Well, how does that work? How does Hedera know what has happened, that it's time for a will to be executed? Well, actually executed, I think is what you call it when you write it, but to actually occur. What they've done is said you can get some family and friends and we give them pieces and they use Shamir secret sharing to share secrets among these people. And they give them the ability to move the tokens. And so you get the assurance of the two different things you care about. You don't want to lose control of those tokens or to have your secret leaked, but you also don't want to have somebody steal the tokens or get the secret leaked, both. So you don't want to lose control of the secret by not having it released at all, ever, and you don't want to leak it. And you don't want to lose control of your tokens, you don't want them to be stolen. And so what you do is you distribute it among a number of people that you trust, and you say some fraction of them have to agree to do it. I really think this is a glaring need in our industry as a whole. In the blockchain and DLT industry as a whole, we need decentralized custody and decentralized secret sharing and decentralized control of assets so that you don't lose control. When you lose your key, you don't lose everything. That's a huge risk. Don't ever have just yourself having the key. At least put it in a lockbox, but preferably spread it across a number of people. And this is what they've done. And so I'm very excited about this. They've done this with the tokens and with the secrets. They're both doing the control, which is multi-sig, and the secrets, which is Shamir secret sharing, which is just a math way that you can split up the secrets so that a certain number of people have to agree to recover it. Very exciting. And I do think this is an important application, the one they did, and it's part of a bigger need that the entire industry has, which is decentralizing these things. So you never lose your stuff, lose control of it, and you don't have it stolen, both for secrets and for control. So that is our second place winner. And our first place winner is Gossip Squirrel. So Gossip Squirrel is a way to do things like SaaS, services that are online, that you subscribe to, that you can, it's software as a service is what it stands for, but you can go in and use them. And usually you pay a monthly fee or you pay an annual fee and you get a discount. Why do you get a discount? Well, it's a discount because they are getting their money up front and they know that a whole year will be paid for. So you naturally get a discount. But that's a problem because you're locked into it. You can't give somebody else your subscription, the remainder of your subscription if you leave. What they're doing is tokenizing it. So you have tokens that represent the usage of that SaaS. And you can buy a whole bunch at once, which might get you the discount, makes the SaaS provider happy because they're selling a whole bunch at once. They're willing to give a discount for that. But then it is liquid. And if you don't need that service anymore, you can transfer it to someone else. And now they can use the remainder of your period. And so it is a win-win. And it is a kind of liquidity and new kind of market that just doesn't exist right now. And when you create new kinds of market like that, you bring more efficiency to the world as a whole and make everything better. And so that's what they've done. With Gossip Squirrel, you can use a SaaS, you go to a website, and if you have enough of this token, you get to use it. Or more generally, if you have more than a certain amount of this token, you see one web page. If you have a lower amount, you see a different web page. So maybe you get a lower level of service, or maybe you have to pay every time you use it or pay per month or something for the lower level. But if you bought the bigger one, you have all those coins, then you get the better page. And I love that idea. So that is our first place winner. These three winners are fantastic projects. And I'm just, congratulations. I want to give congratulations to all three of those and to everyone else's too. We were amazed at the quality this year. So thank you very much. I should have another slide. I guess I'll just say this. Good, there we are. I do want to thank you, all of the participants. You have been great. But I also want to thank our sponsors. We really appreciate the sponsors because you make the contest more fun and more interesting to the people, which brings in more people, brings in more quality, improves the quality of it. And I just love that you are helping reward our community. And so I want to thank Armanino and BCW. I want to thank BitGo and the Chopra Foundation, DLA Piper and FPOS and Google Cloud. And you'll notice that these sponsors who have really made this a good contest, a good hackathon, something worthwhile, are a mixture of council members, which we appreciate, and community members, which we appreciate. And so everyone was involved in that. So thank you very much for that. Next slide. Thank you. And I also want to thank our judges. And so we have lots of different judges. And again, from the council and from the community. We would not have a hackathon without judges. We have to have judges. And I just want to thank you all for being judges of this hackathon. And so that then, I think, wraps it up.